So as National Children in Grief Month wraps up, I thought I'd share a few things that I like to do with kids who are grieving the loss of someone. And my first one is my Be Right Back jar. So I have this lovely jar. As you can see, there's a note in there right now of questions. Because sometimes kids have questions and we don't know how to answer it. Even me as a professional, there are things that kids can ask me. For example, why does the disease do what it does? What part of it does it damage in their heart? Sometimes I need to go to some professionals and talk to them and say, okay, I have a kid with questions and I don't know how to answer it. And either bring that professional into the conversation or bring back the information. So we write the question down, stick it in a jar. I go off and find the answer and come back to them. And it is, as parents, we don't always have the questions and the answers to the kids' questions. And so sometimes we need to say to them, I don't know. And so let me see what I can find out, and reach out to somebody who might help you answer that, and then get back to them with that question. The other thing I like to do for kids and adults is create a place for memories, a place for things. And so I have one. You just heard me close it, actually. This is mine. And so I take things that I want to remember my loved one who's no longer with us, that has died, and I have a place to put it. It also, with kids, often I'll use the box. You can create it. You can go to the dollar store, pick out a box, decorate it, get creative, and put it in their room or in someplace special so they always have access to it. I've even seen kids put pictures of their loved one on the outside of it, and decorate it all up with things that help them remember. And so it's a place also to put things, hey Dad, I just wanted to tell you today was my first soccer game and I did really well and I scored 6 goals, and I just wanted to tell you that. Having the kids write that out and putting it in their box so they're able to share that story with their dad in some kind of way. So these are just a couple of ways I like to use with kids to help work through their loss as well, with questions and how to keep memories alive, how to keep those stories and the stories connected. And that's another thing actually that I've just remembered is how to keep those stories alive. How do I stay connected to them? And so how can you create a story about their loved one that they're able to continue to build that relationship with them? I remember Daddy and I, before you were born, we went horseback riding down a trail and a bunny hopped out and scared the horse, and the horse turned around and ran the other way, and it was so funny and we laughed about it. Those are really great stories for kids to know, to be able to stay connected and continue to learn about their loved ones. So share those stories. That's a really important thing for them too, and allow them to share their own stories. So I hope this series has been helpful. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. And I will be back with more in a different way with grief. See you soon.